New York City is facing an eviction crisis like we haven't seen in years. Over 11,000 families have been forced out of their homes in just 8 months, the highest number since 2018. If you're renting in NYC, this could affect you next. In this video, we'll break down why this is happening, what the law says, and the exact steps you can take to protect yourself and your family. Stay with me, because what you'll learn here could literally save your home. From January to mid-August, 11,253 evictions were carried out across NYC. That's not filings. That's families already removed from their homes. And here's the kicker. The Bronx is hit hardest. Over 9% of households there have received eviction notices this year. Brooklyn and Queens aren't far behind, and even Manhattan isn't immune. Why so many? The answer is complicated, but it starts with the pandemic. During the pandemic, New York had a strict eviction moratorium. Landlords couldn't legally remove tenants for non-payment. That moratorium ended, and now courts are clearing a massive backlog of cases. Combine that with heavy checkmark rents in NYC jumping by up to 30% since 2020. Heavy checkmark inflation making everything more expensive. Heavy checkmark wages staying flat for most working-class families. Add it all up, and you got a perfect storm for evictions. But here's the big question. Are all these evictions legal? The answer might surprise you. In NYC, your landlord cannot evict you without a court order, change your locks to force you out, shut off your heat or electricity. If they do any of these, it's illegal, and you can take legal action. And if you live in a rent-stabilized apartment, you have even more protections. Many tenants don't realize this, and landlords use that ignorance to their advantage. If you receive an eviction notice, here's what you need to do immediately. Step 1. Do not ignore it. Ignoring a court notice guarantees a default judgment. Step 2. Request a hearing. This buys you time and gives you a chance to argue your case. Step 3. Apply for rental assistance. NYC still has emergency programs like ERAP for tenants behind on rent. Step 4. Get legal help. NYC's right to counsel law gives low-income tenants free attorneys in eviction cases. And one more tip, document everything. Keep receipts, emails, text messages, anything that proves your side of the story. Some landlords don't wait for the courts. They use intimidation tactics. Watch out for these. Heavy checkmark claiming they need the unit for personal use to push you out. Heavy checkmark offering cash for keys and then filing eviction anyway. Heavy checkmark threatening to call immigration or child services. This is illegal harassment. If this happens to you, call 311 or NYC's tenant hotline immediately. Lawmakers know this crisis is out of control, and they're proposing new laws. Heavy checkmark good cause eviction bill would stop landlords from evicting without a valid reason. Heavy checkmark right to counsel expansion. More tenants would get free lawyers in court. Heavy checkmark AI rent pricing ban. After the DOJ crackdown on price-fixing algorithms, New York is considering tighter controls on landlord tech tools. But remember, these laws are still in discussion. Until they pass, you have to protect yourself. Don't wait until an eviction notice hits your door. Here's your 3-step survival plan. Heavy checkmark keep every document safe. Leases, receipts, communication. Heavy checkmark build a small emergency fund. At least 1 month's rent if possible. Heavy checkmark stay informed. Subscribe to housing law updates. Follow tenant rights groups. Proactive tenants are harder to evict. This eviction surge is a wake-up call. Housing is a right, but you only keep it if you know your rights. If you found this helpful, like, share, and subscribe, because the more tenants know, the harder it is for landlords to take advantage. Stay informed, stay protected, and I'll see you in the next video. Disclaimer, I am not your attorney. This video is for educational purposes only and should not be taken as legal advice. Tenant laws can vary by state, so if you're facing a legal issue, please consult a qualified attorney in your area.